Alright, so after a couple hours of work changing capacitors, I'm finally ready to attempt a new power-up. So as you see, I changed quite a bit here. I checked basically the entire audio section. So yeah, the amplifier here, everything around the amplifier as of the pickup input here, which is located here on the diagram at the bottom. So I checked basically everything in this section. I replaced quite a bit of capacitors, and they were all paper caps or electrolytics, so they were quite well out of spec. And I also checked all the resistors, and they all seemed fine. So I'm ready to attempt a power up. But first, let me see you the work or the result of the work. So see, there are quite a lot of capacitors changed here. The only thing is this, which I Frankensteined here together, these three caps. Well, this capacitor, which is normally needed here, I didn't have the exact value, so I temporarily replaced it with three caps that added together should have the same value, but I ordered some correct ones here, so as soon as those arrive, I'll replace this combination of three capacitors here with the cap of the correct value. And there down in the bottom there is one as well that I changed. Here on the volume pot there is a cap that was changed. So and all these here three on top of the output transformer, and also quite a bit of caps on the bottom of the chassis. So as you can see over here, there are quite a bit of caps changed here as well. So we have these two yellow ones over here. Then there is an electrolytic over there. There is one all the way on the bottom behind there, the yellow one. That was a real difficult one to change. And then there was here another difficult one, and that was even a shielded cap. So I had to create a shielded cap myself by adding a shield around the normal capacitor. And that one was also replaced, and that's about it. So it's not that many caps, but some of them were really not easily accessible, so it took quite a bit of time to change all these. Okay, I'm ready and all set up. Let's hope we don't have any smoke this time. So I attached the external speaker of the workshop here. Plugged in obviously the radio in the dim bulb. I have here the B+, and I only put in the EL84 and the EABC80, so the amplifier, and the EABC80, which also does the preamplification. So as I'm only want to test the amplifier, that should be enough. So yeah, let's cross our fingers and let's hope that nothing blows up. So obviously I have a very high restriction here at the moment, so I'll start with only a 15 watt light bulb and see what it gives. So let's put it on pickup input. Okay. I replaced the dial lamps, so these are working quite nicely. And the radio is drawing power, but it's going up. Yeah, of course I have a huge restriction in the moment. The radio is seeing 100 volts, and the B plus is climbing slowly. It's already at 136. It looks like everything is stable. I'm just checking here the resistor that burned out last time. Well, didn't really burn out, it was overheated. And I measured it and it's still 1K, so it seems like the resistor is still okay. So let's give it another bulb. I'm gonna switch from 15 to 40 watts. Okay, the radio is now seeing 195 volts, and oh, I already have some hum out of the speaker. The B plus is 209. It should be 266 according to the schematic. Obviously with an input voltage of 182. This seems okay. I'm hearing a hum, so that means I think I have, let's check again. Let's do the test again to see if the amplifier is working. Yeah. Let's go to a 60 watt light bulb. We are at 241 volts of 266 and the radio is seeing 210 volts. So everything seems good. Obviously I cannot test the radio section at the moment because I don't have the tubes in. And I'm also not gonna go fully this time because, yeah, if I have all the tubes in it probably will draw more power. But let's first check if this is working. The resistor is not getting hot anymore at this time. So we are now at 60 watts. Let's go to 75. The radio is now seeing 220 volts and at 256 volts B+. Yeah. It seems like it's working okay. Maybe, so I am now at 75 volts. Shall I go to 100? Sorry, 75 watts. I'm gonna go to 100. Oh, that's too much. So the B+ was getting a bit too high there. So we have a bit of an issue. I hooked up the signal generator and I'm now sending a signal of 1 kilohertz 200 millivolt RMS into the pickup input, and I can hear the signal, but there is a lot of hum. See? So I have a huge amount of hum as soon as I connect the signal generator, because if I disconnect it, then the hum is much less. There is still hum, but not that much. So yeah, that's the first issue that we'll have to solve. Yeah, so I can't really immediately figure out what is wrong with the pickup input. I had a quick look, but I keep getting distortion. Don't know why. I have to look further into that. But I just thought, let's just put in all the tubes and check if we can receive anything on the radio itself, AM or FM. And then we'll see if the distortion is only on the pickup input or if it is on everything, and also if the oscillator is working and if the radio is basically working. So let's try that. So I'll just turn on my dim bulb limiter, and now this is the pickup input. Let's just go immediately for long wave, and let's see if we get something. Nothing yet. Okay, I can hear some crackling. I haven't cleaned the switches yet, so I don't really get anything on AM. Maybe. Oh! Yay! So AM, that's long wave. Okay, so that's okay. It's full volume, but doesn't seem like I have the same distortion as on the pickup input. So there is something wrong with my pickup input. Let's check medium wave. Nothing. Short wave. Nothing. FM. Whoa! Oh, great.
Veel bakkers morgen en dinsdag maar tot de middag open blijven. Ze verwachten daar sowieso minder klanten tijdens de warmste van de dag en ook het aanbod.
I haven't changed any components or checked any components in the, let's say, before the preamplifier. So in the detector or the tuner, I haven't checked anything. So it's working quite well. I did connect a just a short wire instead of an antenna. It's sounding a bit too bassy, because of the speaker I have here at the moment. Yeah. So FM seems to be working quite well.
En in supermarkten niks. De NMBS schrapt dinsdag tot slot ook 34 piekuur.
And I also don't have the distortion on FM or on the radio, so that means that there really is something wrong in the pickup input. Yeah, I'll have to check that further. But hey, this is great news.
Er zijn wel al verschillende bakken.
It does need a bit of more lubrication because it's squeaking quite a bit, but okay.
C'était 80 ans plus. Très vendu.
Okay. Great. Okay, now we have a starting point now to work on the rest of the radio. There aren't that many paper caps left anymore to change, so it shouldn't be that much of work to change them out. But yeah, the issue with the pickup input, that I'll have to check. I also quickly wanted to check the B plus with all the bulbs connected, so just to check what level are we getting here with all the bulbs in place. I'm just gonna put it on FM. Okay, so it's radio seeing 196 volts, my B plus is 209, that is low. Let's give it another bulb. I am now at 75 only, so maybe let's go to 100. 100 watts, 220 volts, and my B plus is 239. Remember, it's set for 240, yeah? The transformer. It should be 266 according to the schematic. Let's maybe go to 120 watts. Okay, the radio is now seeing 231, and I am at 250 for the B plus. The radio is now seeing 244, and my B plus is 266, which is exactly what it should be. So does this mean that my bridge rectifier is still fine?
C'est quelque chose qui s'est passé naturellement et que je commence à...
I'm now sending 244 into the radio, and I'm getting exactly 266 here on the B plus. Let's check the second B plus, which should be 229. 233, yeah. And it should be 229, so, I mean, it's fine, it really is. So does this mean I don't need to change the bridge rectifier then? That would save me a lot of work. Yeah, okay, so I have no idea what I did wrong with the pickup input, because I think I just connected something incorrectly, because now it's working, see? So I have 100 millivolt RMS now on the pickup input, a sine wave of 1 kilohertz, and this is maximum volume, so it's working quite well. Yeah, I think I got the amp completely working. I also found out that the Magic Eye is dead. The filament wire still lights up, but it doesn't do anything, so that one needs to be replaced. But all the other lamps seem to be okay. I also cleaned all the switching compartment, I think. Well, in any case, I sprayed a lot of contact cleaner in it, and so that should be fine. I also deoxidized all the ports here on the back. Well, I've heard some volume knobs crackling when they are not very well cleaned, but this one is squeaking. Look at that. So I have an 800 Hertz signal here going in, but always at the same place the knob is squeaking quite a lot. So, and you can also clearly see it on the scope. See, this is normal, but there are like 2 places where it starts squeaking. So yeah, I guess that's just a matter of cleaning it a bit better, and then that should go away. But I wanted to show it anyway because it's quite funny. Now, since we're talking about AM and FM anyway, I guess now that's the next stage that I need to look at. This is the modulator or demodulator can. So this is the, if you look at the schematic, it's basically this entire section over here, in this rectangle, this dotted rectangle. And as you see at the top there is an electrolytic of 2 microfarads inside. And I would like to change that one. The only issue, however, is it's really difficult to get this open. You see, I already tried a bit. Yeah, so as you see here, there are some tabs sticking through the metal, and it's really difficult to get to get it out. So I'm not sure if I will be able to open it up without damaging it too much. But see, I also tried here a bit, but it's not budging at all. So. Okay, yeah, so this took a lot of fiddling, and as you see, I didn't manage to loosen it without damaging here a bit the can. And I only did it on this side. On that side, it's still locked, so I'm just hoping that I can carefully slide it up, and without here taking these with me. But that'll be difficult. So otherwise, if you take them with you while lifting up the can here, then yeah, you'll break some wires inside, some very fine wires, and it's always a mess to have to solder these back. Okay, yeah, so I did quite a bit of damage here on the left side. There was really no other way. It's really hard to get to, but hopefully now it goes up. Unbelievable. Oh. Okay, there it is. See these tabs here? Oh, they were screws? Oh my god, if I had known that. Okay, so if you're opening up this can, you can loosen these screws from the bottom apparently. I didn't know that. So yeah, lesson learned. See, those are the tabs that were holding this here in place, and you can loosen them from the bottom. Anyway, here is the electrolytic. That is the one I'm looking for. And see, really, you need to be very careful that you don't lift these up, because otherwise these two, they get loose quite easily. Yeah, and hopefully I can restore this a bit to how it was, more or less. Yeah, I did a bit of unnecessary damage here. But yeah, that's a lesson learned for next time. If you need to take off these Telefunken cans, see this one here is the same. Loosen the screw on the bottom and then it just opens up, I think. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna change this capacitor, and I see you in the next video, I think, because the video is already long enough for today. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of the renovation of the radio. See you later.